Welcome back to another video. It was getting so close to when I'm going to release this. I promised one 2 weeks after the last one and I've got 2 days left, so I thought I'm just going to sit down and make a video today. And I've got, in a week's time, I'm releasing 4 prints. You can see 2 behind me, so I've got the blackbirds from the last video, a wind turbine print that is drying, another wind turbine print, this one here, and then this colour print. So this print was one where I was experimenting with warm colours basically. So for the last couple of years I really feel like I've shied away from any red warm tones. So I was just experimenting with this one. There's only 20 of them, and kind of thinking about how do I incorporate red and pinks into my work, because I use the reduction technique, so I'm layering up, like normally it goes yellow, green, blue roughly, but there might be like 5 colours. But when you add red, normally you might add that after the yellow, and then if you're trying to put green on top of the red, it goes a bit murky brown. So that's the kind of thing I need to work out how to bring warm colours back into my work, because I think it is missing them sometimes. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be concentrating on today. So I've done this one, which was actually really interesting. It's quite muted, it's quite different to my other work, which makes sense seeing as I'm introducing new colours. But today I thought I wanted to do quite a vibrant print. And for my birthday, my friend B got me some drawing inks and some other art materials, but the drawing inks are what I've been using quite a lot of. And I did a sketch of, it's like my vegetable patch, but it's quite weedy. It's not got much in it. It's got some rhubarb, it's got courgettes, and then at the back is lavender. And I really quite liked the sketch because I liked the colours and the sense of light. I did another sketch a few weeks later, and it wasn't anywhere near as successful. And then today I just went out and did what I think is quite a bad sketch. I like the colours, but that's probably all I can say about it in a positive light. But I've showed it here anyway because I could just have redone it for the video, but the truth is you can't make your best work every day. Hopefully the print will be okay, but yeah, that last sketch is not my best work in my opinion. I think it's always the way, if you're making something for like a video or something where there's extra pressure, you're not going to make your best work. But anyway, I've showed it, so yeah, that's the authentic sketch of the day. So anyway, I'm going to do a print. So then I got my other sketchbook out and just did a pencil sketch because I wanted to transfer the image to the block. So this is the block as it is now. So I've got some rhubarb and some lavender in the background, although I haven't drawn the lavender at all. I've just done a line where it kind of starts because I don't really like drawing that much, and I didn't want to like draw it and then have to go over it with the engraving tool, so I'd rather just do it in the moment. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to try and limit myself to 4 colours, I think. There's so many colours. There's like reds, purples, yellows, greens, brown, but I'm going to try and condense it down, and therefore it might be a bit abstract. When I see a landscape in front of me, like a vast landscape, I find that less intimidating than like a flower bed or a vegetable patch. It just feels like I'm so not practiced at this kind of thing. This scares me more than if I stood like looking over, I don't know, 50 different fields with trees and crops. Like that's more my comfort zone. So we'll see how this will go, but I just felt like my print release next week needed one more print. I just felt like it wasn't complete without it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be making over the next couple of days. So I finished engraving the first layer, so everything I've taken away will be white because it will be the colour of the paper. So I've taken away some bits I want white, but also some bits I probably would have wanted yellow, but I don't think I'm going to fit yellow into the 4 colours that I'm going to use today. So yeah, I know it's going to be like quite abstract, and yeah, it's not going to be a very realistic print, I don't think. But yeah, I'm excited to get the first layer down, which I think is going to be like lavender green, so like a bluey, whitey green colour. I've printed the first layer now. I've done about like 27, I think I did, with the hope of getting 20 in the end. I really don't like the colour. I think it doesn't look very natural, but I was going to change it, and then I thought, but I'm meant to be using colours I don't normally use, so I've left it. and we'll see how it works with the other colours. But yeah, this is, as much as I'd like to make an edition to sell, it is an experiment as well, so we'll see how it goes, but it's all about learning and yeah, experimenting, so we'll see. I engraved layer 2, taking away everything. I wanted to stay that kind of minty green colour. And yeah, I've rolled on a lilac and like a orangey colour. And I know I said it was going to be a 4-colour print, but really it's going to be a 4-layer print, and it's going to be 6 colours, I think, because I just couldn't help adding more in. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that actually. I really hate lilac, it's just not my colour, but actually it goes really well with the green. And it's amazing how much one layer can change a print. So yeah, the next layer will be a darker purple for the top and like a rhubarby pink for the bottom. And then there'll be one last dark colour to tie it all together. So it's the evening now. I'm going to try and at least engrave the next layer. I might even print it, and then in the morning, first thing, I'll get up and hopefully finish the print. It's the next day now, and last night I managed to engrave and then print the 3rd layer, which looks like this. So it's looking very purple and very red, so it's scaring me a bit. I kind of preferred it when it was just 2 layers, so I'm hoping the 4th layer kind of pulls it back. So the 4th layer is going to be navy, and there's still quite a lot left. I've engraved ready for the final layer, but there's still quite a lot of the block left, more than there normally would be at this point. So I'm slightly worried it's going to be like a really dark navy print, but I'm going to go proof it and see, and then I can always remove more if I feel it needs it. That's the thing about printing like this, you can always take more away, but you can't put it back, so it's best to stop before and just check what kind of stage you're at. I printed the navy ink, and the first proof didn't go very well. It didn't really line up properly, but also I just was like, oh god, what have I done? I don't know, the ink didn't sit very well on top of the lilacs, that comes through quite strongly. So I stopped using the press because I think there was too much pressure because the ink was so wet, it was just lifting back off again. So then the second print is this one, which is better, but also just felt like there wasn't much contrast between the rhubarb leaves and then the soil behind. So I went back with the round scalper and kind of took more of that away. And I was a bit frustrated because my round scalper, although it's not small, this one, it's the biggest one I have, it wasn't quite big enough. So I might see if there's a bigger size, because I'm getting a bit more bold with my mark making, and I think that would be a good tool to have. So yeah, that's that one. And then so after I worked back into it, it looks like this. So there's more contrast. I feel like this is as far as I am going to take it. So this is what the edition will look like. Oh, hey, Win. So yeah, there's things I'd probably change. It's so different to my normal colour scheme that it feels like a confusing print to look at because it doesn't really feel like mine. And also I often talk about how my wood engravings don't like really reflect my sketches, and they feel so far apart, and I see that with this, like sometimes I can't recognise myself in my prints after seeing what my sketches are like. These are so much more controlled than my sketches. But anyway, yeah, it's been a really good experiment, pushing myself out of my comfort zone in terms of colour, but also in terms of subject matter. I'll show it finished and in amount in the next video, which will be in less than a week, because I need to do a video of like all the prints, how much they're going to be and things like that for the print release. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching the process. I feel like it wasn't a particularly exciting video after like the first half of the year was residencies and trips out and things. But yeah, this is kind of my time to knuckle down and make work. And now my advent calendars, they're at the printers, they're probably going to be delivered in the next few weeks. So yeah, it's that part of the year for me which is way more admin heavy, but I'm glad I've got out and made some prints. So anyway, yeah, I'll be back within the week with that other video.